Hi, I'm Kelley Pitts, a Stampin' Up demonstrator with Create with Kelley. I'm so glad you've joined us. I am working on the technology part here, so if you'll be patient with me a little bit while I get that going so I can see if you've got some comments coming in, that would be awesome. So glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Just a sec. Let me check out the technology. One more spot and I'll be right back with y'all. Glad y'all are on and watching. Let's see if it will. Events. Here we go. We're still working. Glad y'all are here. Hi Diane. Hi Lynn. Give me a second here to finish getting everything going so I can see your comments. And we'll chat about the new Stampin' Up catalog and all the goodies. Let's see if I can see comments. Yay! Hi Tanya. Glad you all are here. Hi Charlotte. Glad you're here. I'm so excited everybody's joining. I hope that y'all get a lot out of this fun catalog preview. It's not really a preview because it's been out a little bit, but since I've had COVID for a couple of weeks, it made me a little bit late. So again, since I've still got some new people joining, I'll introduce myself again. Kelley Pitts with Stampin' Up. I'm an independent demonstrator since 2005, and I'm part of Create with Kelley. And my followers all call us the Create with Kelley crew. And so welcome to my craft suite, and we're glad you're here today. I will try to watch for comments, but I am still new at doing the videos and really new at the technology part. So watching for comments and remembering that there's a 10-second delay, all that is a little confusing. So if y'all have a comment about something that I am discussing, please refer to it, because you might just say, I like the one with the flowers, or something like that, so that I know what you're talking about. Because once I turn my phone down to my work surface, I can't see the comments live on the phone. I can only see them on the iPad and computer, and that's about a 10-second delay. So I might have moved on to something else by the time you say you like something, so I don't want to miss it. And if I miss your comments during the video, I'll be glad to follow up and get back with them afterwards. But I am really thrilled you're here. Like I said, we are going to go through the Salebration catalog, which just kicked off. It's going to last for 2 months, January and February, and you'll get an item for $50. Every $50 you order, you'll get a free item from the Salebration catalog. Hi Susan, glad you came on. And also, if you have a $100 order, you'll get a $100 level item. There's a couple of those in the Salebration catalog. So you can choose from our annual catalog, which Stampin' Up has, which is really an idea book and catalog. It's not just something to shop in. It is filled with ideas for you to design cards and use the layouts, use different color combinations, see what all Stampin' Up has to offer. And then we have a mini catalog that is the current one that just came out, is January through June mini catalog, or JJ, affectionately called mini catalog. And so you get to choose from those two catalogs anything you want, and for every $50 you choose, you'll get something from Salebration. So we will go ahead and go through some Salebration items next. Hopefully most of the people who are joining are already on live, and I won't miss my introduction to them, but I will. Now we're on to the technical part, So I'm going to cover up the camera a little bit until I can get the screen down to my desktop, and then it'll take a little wiggling and all while I get everything set. But if you'll be patient with me, I would appreciate it. And now I'll go down to the desktop so I get to show you something besides my mug. Just a sec. All right, this is right here. Okay, we'll see how we did now. After we get, let's see, we are not 'quite there yet. Got a little adjustment to do. And I forgot to do the camera switcheroo while I was doing all that. There we go. Hopefully that is better for you. Let's see. Sorry, I had that covered up. And my husband was helping me move the camera and everything, and I didn't get to test it again afterwards. So now we are not in good shape. There we go. Getting close though, getting close. Are y'all able to see that a little better now? Sorry about that confusion. We've been adjusting this camera and for 2 days, so sorry that was not a smooth transition at all, but I've practiced it, I just didn't get it done right. Okay, now here we are, ready to talk about Salebration. Looks like my lighting is messed up too. Let's see what we can do about that. Now, we've got the Salebration catalog, as I talked about, that is good through February and just started, so it's really still pretty new. Okay, we are going to go through a couple of these items. I'm not going to go through every single one, because if you want one of these catalogs, I'll be happy to send you one if you don't have a demonstrator already. But the paper balloons, I don't have a sample of all of these yet, but I do have one of the Darling Donkeys. I wanted to show you a couple of options on that. And this has been a popular set, and anytime you look on Pinterest, if y'all are crafters or stampers, you know that Pinterest is just a wealth of information and has lots and lots of designs. Pinterest and YouTube, you can find all kinds of things. So the Darling Donkeys has definitely been popular. I wanted to show you kind of an up close of that stamp set. Here's the Darling Donkeys. And then my team member, Judy Walton, made this fun little card. And we just used the blends on the donkey. They're easy to color, and you could use any color scheme you wanted. You could combine it with any designer series paper that you want. So that is awesome. Then here's another one. This is Amy Story, who is in my upline in Stampin' Up, and she sent me this one. And this one incorporates the ombre paper that comes in a pack of like 48 sheets, I do believe, but they are Bermuda Bay colored. You've got a couple of options on that. With one sheet is gradient or ombre, and then the other has the little dots. Then we've got the green that I believe is Granny Apple Green. Then we have the option that's a rich razzleberry or blackberry bliss. I'm not sure which one that is. And I seem to be missing the Rococo Rose one. Let me get that out of the pack here. Don't know what happened to that one. We have a pink option. We don't want you to miss out on that. I know my friend Amy Rock, who is a Mary Kay demonstrator, would absolutely want to see the pink one. So there you go. There's the pink. So that's a whole pack of paper. That's one of the items that you can get with a $50 purchase. And then the Darling Donkeys is another item. Like we said, I'll move on from that. And then we're going to go to the Approaching Perfection. That is a birthday card set that I have right here that hopefully that will help for you to see it a little bit closer than what the catalog has. The bad news is I forgot your birthday. The good news is I forgot your age. So that's kind of funny. And that is what Judy had used on the Darling Donkeys. Again, you get to see both sets in one. And then on the inside, we have, so what if you're a year older? You're fabulous. Happy birthday. So you can kind of combine these however you want. And that is that set. We also have a corner bouquet, which I do not have that yet, but I do have the Heal Your Heart, which heaven knows during this COVID time, we all need a lot of cards to say sorry for your loss and wish I could heal your heart. We've got so many people out there that are hurting, and this is a great way to help with that, is to send a handmade card, and they know it's heartfelt and it makes you feel better and it makes them feel better. So this is an awesome set to get for that. It has We're in This Together. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. Sorry for your loss. I don't know what I would do without you, and wishing I could heal your heart. And then you've got a really pretty scripty thank you. So that is a very nice set you can get for the $50 order. And then if you're a bright girl like I am, and I'm sorry I don't have this paper yet. I love it, but it's Flower and Field Designer Series paper. And then if you go up to a $100 order, we do have the Touch of Ink set that is a beautiful two-step stamping that has an image. Let me show you a little closer since I don't have one of these. You'll have an outline image, and then you'll stamp in a different color, usually, not always. You could stamp off and get a lighter color there if you wanted to do just 2 colors like that. But you can do the hummingbird or the butterfly or the flowers, the leaves, anything with the little 2 steps, and it kind of gives you a colored in look. And it's beautiful. So that is free with a $100 order. And then we also have the Berry Blessing set. And this one comes with a stamp set and Designer Series paper with your $100 purchase. And it does coordinate with a stamp set in the catalog also, which I can try to find that in the annual catalog, what page that might be on. Let's see if there's one right above you, Jennifer. Okay, the Berry Blessings stamp set. My wonderful team member Diane Harlan used this stamp set, the Berry Blessings, to make these cards. And look how cute they are. Aren't those darling? And the paper itself has a little bit multicolored strawberries on it. So each card you make will be a little bit different because your background paper is a little different, and the strawberries themselves, everything is a little bit different. So, oh, it's not in the annual, it's in the mini. Sorry, it's in that one. Sweet strawberry. Okay, and let me show you the paper for that, and then we'll show you the punch and the coordinating stamp set from the catalog, and we'll let you know what page that's on in the mini catalog. All right, here's one of the sheets, and all of the Stampin' Up paper Designer Series paper is double-sided, or most of it, except the specialty, unless there's foil on it, it's double-sided. So just wanted to give you a quick glance. And these I'm showing you front and back. So you get to see a full sheet of this glorious paper that's all about berries, blueberries, strawberries, all kinds of berries, every kind of berry you could want. And then this one has a pretty leaf pattern, and this one's already been cut into. Diane used this on the other cards, so we have a partial on that. And then I just wanted to show you the paper with the strawberries. This is what she fussy cut the strawberries out to go on the beautiful cards that she made. Now, I wanted to show you what in the mini catalog, the page that's on is page 44, if y'all have a catalog, the Sweet Strawberry set. We're kind of going out of order in the catalog just so I can show you the little bundle that coordinates with these cards. And this is what you can use. This punches out the Designer Series paper, or it will punch out when you stamp the image, and that is the actual punch itself. So those are in the catalog. Thank you very much. Now we'll move on, and that's that Sweet Strawberry set. That's what coordinates with the berry set that is in the Celebration. Okay, I think we've gone through the Celebration catalog, and we are ready to move on to the actual mini catalog. And if y'all watched the demonstration that I did recently on Wednesday night, I did a Facebook Live that showed you these project kits. But just in case you missed it, I want to just show you quickly one of the project kits that is in the very front of the catalog on page, let's see here. It should be in order. Yeah. Here we go. In the mini catalog, it's on page 6, and this is the Hello Dear Friend All-Inclusive Card Kit. And it actually has a couple of options of note cards. I'll show you these. And you can do them any way you want. This is kind of the way it's suggested, and stamp your little greeting on here. And then it comes with a small little envelope. The other one that's that size is the purple, and it is shown kind of in a horizontal format instead of a vertical. You can do it in either way you want, portrait, landscape. Just kind of want, you get to play with the elements, you get to change out the greeting, you get to do however you want on those. So those are fun to play with. This is a great kit for beginners. And I did kind of go through my classes. If y'all want to go back to that Facebook Live from Wednesday, I described how my classes work and what levels I have. So that would be helpful for you if y'all are interested in getting started with some Stampin' Up. And you can just play with this however you want. You could make your greeting go any way you want. Just the project kits are just give you a good starter base for beginners especially. Or if you've got somebody, if you just, whether you're advanced or beginner, you may want to make multiples of cards quickly. So this is a great way to do that. But you can see how easy it is to play with all the elements that are in the kit. And this one comes with the envelopes also. There we go. So it's filled with die cuts and it has the copper cord. This is an actual all-inclusive kit. So it has the stamp set itself, the Stampin' Spot, which is a little bit smaller than our normal ink pads, but it does come with the stamp pad. What? I'll show you the stamp set here that has hello dear friend, you make my heart smile, a day to remember, thank you, just a note. So that's what comes in the kit. And then it also comes with a block that you mount. I think I showed you that on the Facebook Live, so y'all can check that out and get a little more details there. All right, the next kit, project kit, is on page 7 in the catalog if y'all have that. And of course these catalogs are online, so you can find those. You can go to my createwithkelley.com blog and click on catalog, and it will take you directly to the Stampin' Up site and the Stampin' Up catalog. So here you go. And I had a question here. We have several different types of glue, Charlotte. I just happened to see that comment. Sorry, I have been busy. But we have multiple types of glue, and I'll try to show those to you in a break or so. We've got glue dots, we have a liquid glue, we have some Stampin' Seal, we have several different ones. So I'll show you those in just a little bit, Charlotte. That's a good question. And we also have Stampin' Dimensionals that raise everything up. So now we have the cards, and then the cards that the stamp set that's in the catalog is different from the one I showed you on this project kit. But if you want details about this kit, you can look at that Facebook Live that I did Wednesday. So here's the cards that I came up with. You can make 4 each of 4 designs with this project kit. And those are the ones that I suggested. And that is using the Mini Mates that's out of the annual catalog. And then if you want to make the project kit exactly like it is, it shows in the catalog what stamp set they suggest to coordinate. But I knew some of my new people had this Mini Mate set, and I'm planning to do an online class to go for that kit. So that is why I use that set. And that's that project kit. The next project kit is the Flowering Cactus project kit. And this one, I'm sorry I don't have the actual designer series paper to show you or anything with it, but the Flowering Cactus product medley in the catalog is on page 8 and 9, and my wonderful team member Tanya Cook came up with these beautiful cards. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is using some of the designer series paper, and then the die cut comes is embossed with our art gallery fine art texture, I think is what it's called. It's from the art gallery suite. And then the die cuts like this come in the kit like this, or you can actually stamp them in multicolors and use those. So a lot of ways to play with this kit. This is another great kit for beginners. And it also comes, the product medley has, if you get the whole product medley, it comes with dies, a stamp set, the felt, the die cuts, and the designer series paper for you to play with. And then if you just can't get enough of it and you've used those up and you want to get a refill on the paper and the felt, you can do that. So they've really got that all worked out there. I wanted to show you this other card that Tanya did from this suite. And this is actually using the stamp from that set. And then there is a die that is, let me see if I've got a bigger picture of it. Nope, 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 nope. But the dies actually cut that succulent out, or is this a different set? This may be a different set, the succulent set. I'll have to check on that. I kind of thought it was all in part of this set, but I think it's called Simply Succulents. Maybe that is in the mini. And Tanya colored these with blends, and then this is all die cut with one piece, and then there's a pot that comes in the set that is die cut, and then we did multiple pots in here. She used some frost white, I believe, in a, what do you call those little squirter bottles? Spritzers. Yes, she put some frost white in the spritzer. I don't know if you can tell that this is how pearlized that is, but let me give you one more close look at how these are. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, we're ready to move on to the next one. What have we got next? Oh, I'm going to answer Charlotte's question about the adhesives. We've got an annual catalog, and Charlotte, I'll mail you one of these catalogs along with one of the mini catalogs so you can kind of see what all we use. But we have a lot of different adhesives. The Stampin' Seal is a new one this year. It's more of a tape runner if you've used anything like that before. This is really a great one. It takes some getting used to. You have to really practice with it. And then there's a Stampin' Seal Plus that is, if you're going to make 3D items or projects, that's a great one to use. If you're doing a shaker card, which you'll see if you join some of my later classes, you can use that with the, what is that called? Let's see. Tear and tape. Yes, it used to be called a sticky strip. I'm going to date myself with the Stampin' Up people. Tear and tape. And then we also have glue dots, and those are used for specific things. I use those like a lot for sticking embellishments or dies on. Like if you want to put sequins on, you can stick them directly onto the glue dot. And then we also have a liquid glue that's called Tombow, and those are the main ones you use, except for the Stampin' Dimensionals, which are a raised foam that give it dimension off of the page. And I know, hi Judy, thanks for coming on. And Charlotte, you've gotten some of my cards, I know, that have some raised areas, and that's how we do that, is with the Stampin' Dimensionals. And we also have black ones of those, so that if you're doing black cards or navy cardstock, it doesn't show as much. And we also have these are new, the little foam adhesive sheets that you can actually cut out a die with, like they did these little letters. So there's lots of adhesives and lots of ways to play. It's just, I'll kind of go over that with you as you decide to start collecting Stampin' Up products. We'll go over those. Okay, and next we have, let's see. All right, now we're going to skip to Hydrangea Hill Suite, and that is on page 18. I don't want to go through page by page by page because I don't want y'all to have to take all day, and I think you'll want to see what we have samples of. So that's kind of what I'm concentrating on right now, is the Hydrangea Hill Suite. This one is absolutely gorgeous, and it has designer series paper, it has dies, it has a stamp set, it has ribbon and acetate and pearls, embellishments, all kinds of beautiful items. And Stampin' Up in the last year or two has come up with an idea that some of us who are avid crafters, or as I call the my classes, I start with the piece of cake classes, and then I add plus sprinkles, and then I get to the cherry on top. This would definitely be the cherry on top, this suite. And if you buy the entire suite, there's one number that shows you in the catalog that you purchased the entire suite collection, and that means you get one of everything in this suite that all coordinates. And really, Stampin' Up! Is famous for coordination. That is one of the main reasons that I chose to be affiliated with Stampin' Up! Is because I love how all the ink pads and markers and papers and designer series papers, everything matches. You don't have to worry about picking a red and it doesn't match with the red in this paper or that marker. So I love all the coordination. But you can do one number for the suite, or you can also choose to just purchase a bundle, and the bundle will have a 10% savings on the die and the stamp set. And that 10% does carry over into the suite. It's just, if you know you want everything to coordinate, just put the one number in and get it all. You could get everything on these pages for $88.50 plus tax and shipping. So that's kind of the way you can do it. You can do bundles, or you can do the entire suite. And that is, I'll show you the details of in the catalog here. Now we're going to show off Diane Harlan's beautiful cards that she made. This is with the Hydrangea Haven. This is the bundle that we were discussing earlier. Trying to get the light a little bit better here for you. Just a second here. All right, so we have the stamp set, and then this is the beautiful card that Diane made. And these are die cut out. I don't know if you can tell that those are individual flowers, individual petals on the flowers there. My lighting is fighting with me. Here we go. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully you can see that. But this is a designer series paper back here, and then she stamped the hydrangea, and then you can tell the little leaf pattern is stamped, and then it's die cut out. And I wanted to show you, it kind of changes the personality. It's amazing how different things can look with just changing out the ribbon. You can see here, whoops, and now I've got the light in the way. Help me notice. Let's see, I got it, but okay. The ribbon, see, changes that personality up of the card. But isn't that beautiful? Good job, Diane. Everybody's done a great job here. Okay, I wanted to show you the dies for the hydrangea. That's the stamp set, and then the dies cut out. You can see the big one that cut out that flower, and then this is the one that cut out the individual flowers, I believe. And then you've got a little fun little border you can use, the leaves. It is really a pretty set. All right, now to show you the coup de grace, I guess, the beautiful designer series paper for that kit. And that is, here's the front and back of this one, just to give you an idea of what all is in this set. Then we have, here's that full sheet, little bouquets. And then this is the one that Diane used on her card. Beautiful. And we have, see, these are Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Whisper White. And you can always find the colors that are in the designer series paper on the back of your designer series paper pack. And of course, they'll always be in your catalog also. So you know ahead of time which coordinating colors that you want to get, because you'll want to get the solid colors that coordinate with the designer series paper. So aren't those gorgeous? Diane did a great job on that, just like Tanya did and just like Judy did on her cards. So this is a beautiful one. This would be great for scrapbooking if anybody does memory keeping the old-fashioned way with the big full scrapbook sheets. These are gorgeous. Or you can cut them up and just make those into card fronts easily. Alrighty, we're ready for the next set. We'll see what we've got next. I'm gonna skip over in the catalog to page, let's see where we are. Okay, now we're gonna show you a couple of bundles. This is a bundle that was introduced earlier. Some of y'all had the opportunity to purchase this whenever we had a Christmas set that went with it too, that was called Curvy Christmas. And this is called Quite Curvy, and it has curvy dies and curvy stamp set. I'll show you those a little closer up with the beautiful card that Judy Walton made. She's another team member. She's the one that made the donkey earlier. So we've got the beautiful curvy card. This is using the Ornate Garden Suite that's in the annual catalog and using the curvy dies. And it is a trick to try to get this to match up exactly. But once you've got it down, Judy said, you can do it, but it takes some practice. So you can stamp the outlines and then color them in. You can leave them one color. You could use blends. You could use markers, whatever you want. And then we also have the dies for this set. This shows you a couple of the ways to do the different ones. Cut out the leaves and the birds and the curves, and it's just a beautiful set. So you would really enjoy having it. That is great. Thank you, Judy. That is beautiful. Okay, we're going to skip over to the next thing that we have a sample of in the catalog. And there's lots more in the catalog, of course. I'm just showing you kind of what we have a lot of. And we're going to introduce the Dandy Garden Suite. And my team member Jennifer Hernandez came in, and so she's helping me over here. I'm very grateful for that. Have somebody handing me the catalogs. This is kind of a lot to go through here. But the Dandy Garden Suite is, again, it's something you can order at one number. And this suite is a little more pricey because it actually has 2 bundles in it. It's $145.50 for the entire suite, but it is incredible how much this suite has in it. You will just be amazed, truly. Let's show you. It has the 2 different bundles. One bundle has a stamp set and a punch. One bundle has a stamp set and dies. Then we've also got laser cut paper, some Memories and More cards, the Memories and More cards and envelopes pack, and then it has some cute little ladybug trinkets, Mossy Meadow, little twine, and designer series paper. So I'm going to show you the stamp sets and the dies and everything up close now, and several samples that we've put together. Okay, the Dragonfly Garden comes with the, let's see, this bundle, Dragonfly Garden bundle comes with the stamp set and the punch. And I'm sorry about that glare on the stamp set here, but I don't know how to get rid of that. So I'll show you the the coordinating bundle there. And then that one has been used on, let's see, we've got several different cards. Some of us made, let me put these where you can see hopefully both of those, and then I'll show you the cards that go with it. Just a couple of different ones. This one is punched out of the designer series paper, that Dragonfly is. Then this one is stamped and punched, and then we've got some stamps in the background. We have this one with some of the designer series paper cut out, and then one of the stamps in the background from this set. And then we also have this beautiful one that Jennifer designed. Jennifer Hernandez, she's on my team, and she just finished these, and we did these as a swap with our team members. So that's beautiful, using several of the designer series paper and some of the dragonflies cut out of the sheet of paper that has lots of dragonflies on it. And then I've got one that's a wow card. This was initially when I designed this, when I saw this set, I pictured this card in my mind, kind of how it was going to work. And this one has a tutorial, which I meant to print out our little tutorial bundle. I will post that on my blog that has 62 different tutorials, I believe, in it, and it is for sale for $21. I'm just trying to figure out how to do a PayPal for that. But if you're interested, let me know. But here's how the card opens. And I don't know if you can see the side, see the top, kind of how that works. But that was a lot of fun to make. I'm kind of cutting it short there, but hopefully y'all can see all of that. But those were punched out of the designer series paper, and then I used Wink of Stella on them. And I have embossed the background, texture embossed with a little folder that we have in the annual catalog that I can't tell you the name. It's Meadow, something Meadow, I think. And then we use the stitch shapes, the squares, to do the background here. And then the the sentiments were from the Dragonfly Garden or the Dragonfly Bundle. And then this is stamped with Memento ink on vellum, and I glued that on with glue dots. Meadow Moments is what this texture folder is called. So if you're interested in my tutorial for this and 60 others from demonstrators across the world, it's a mega bundle. So I will post that on my blog. I also wanted to show you the other stamp set for the dragonflies and the dies that go with that were on. I don't have any samples using any of these. I thought I did, but I'm not finding them. Let's see. Maybe my swaps. Jennifer, do you have the swaps that I did? Did you pick up yours out there on the porch? Yeah, if you want to get those, I'll show those too. Okay, so those are those dies. And I forgot to put my own samples in here besides those. All right, I wanted to show you if you do memory keeping, we have, this is kind of a scrapbook that I've already done in the past, but I wanted to show you how this works. We don't have the full size 12 by 12 anymore, but we do have a 6 by 8, I believe, in the catalog. I'll have to check. But it has these little cards that you just change in and out and fit in the little pockets. See how these little pockets work? So if you were to do this with the little Dandy Garden Suite, then you've got, see, you could fill this up. Whoops, that's the paper. Say Weekend Getaway. One of these would fit in a slot, and one of these would fit in a slot. And you just fill your page by sticking these in, and then you can put photos on top of them or do your journaling like that. And then the Memories and More pack comes with stickers. It comes with the full-size cards that are 4 by 6. You have a lot of those different ones. And then you have the smaller ones. And I'll show you, you can use them for memory keeping like I showed, or you can use them for card making. So it's just easy to play with. Different designs, you can see how you can use the coordinating cardstock to just play with fun designs and make all kinds of different looks with this little pack. It has, how many cards does it have in it? Jennifer, the Memories and More pack for the Dandy Garden. And see, you can get a totally different look from the dandelion just using the stripes or the patterns with the kit. Okay, also the Memories and More cards, the Memories and More card pack, it comes with, that one comes with 20 of these, of the Memories and More cards and envelopes comes with 20 of the envelopes and the little cards. And the other one that I was just showing you came with 50 different little Memories and More cards. So there's a lot in a pack of those. So that's kind of a little taste of what that suite has in it. The Mossy Meadow ribbon is beautiful, and then you've got the little ladybug trinkets. I don't know if you can see those. Looks like a little bug in the middle of my hand. That's what it is, little ladybugs. So they are cute. You can use a big glue dot on those and attach those to your cards. And then we've got several of our Bumblebee and Misty Moonlight ribbons coordinate with that set. So that gives you a really good idea. Oh, the only other thing I haven't shown you in this is the Dandy laser cut paper. Oh, I haven't showed you actually all the designer series paper. I've still got a little bit more to show you so you get the full effect. Okay, we got a fan blowing in here. That's everything's blowing away here. So we have, whoops, I think I did that upside down. Let's see if we can do this where you can see. The designer laser cut paper. Here we go. See, you can see how these would be beautiful for card fronts. And there are several different designs, and I won't pull them out here because the fan is blowing them everywhere. But that gives you an idea of what those look like. And I also wanted to show you the designer series papers. And then we will move on to the next suite. So we've got Bumblebee and Mossy Meadow, and we have Misty Moonlight. We have Calypso Coral, more Misty Moonlight. So these are beautiful combinations, and they definitely don't all have to be related to garden. The patterns can be used for anything. You can see the beautiful, gorgeous papers, and I have used some of the big dragonfly paper. I don't have any more because I've punched them all out for card classes coming up. So if y'all are interested in doing a class with the Dandy Garden suite, I would love for you to join us. This is one of the cards we'll be making in that suite, and I had one other one too. Okay, here we go. This is the I think I called it a panorama fold. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but that's the way I did it. So I took an entire piece of the designer series paper, and if y'all have seen my blog recently where I showed you the Feels Like Frost paper, those panorama cards, this is the one that I will be posting the measurements and everything for this card. This will be one of my classes to go this coming month. So would love for you to join me. Sorry I don't have the other card handy to show you that will be in that class. Okay, now we're ready for the next thing. Moving on from that set. Give me a second. I believe it's the art gallery suite is next. And that is on page, let's see, that's Fine Art Floral. I'm sorry, I've been calling it the wrong full name. Fine Art Floral is the next set. That's on page 32 in the catalog. And this suite is, I believe, my favorite out of all of them. I love it. Well, I thought I loved the dragonfly the most, but then I got this and I love it the most. So it varies on what mood I'm in that day. But if y'all are like me and love to craft and love Stampin' Up products, this is a beautiful suite to invest in. And this one is $102.25 for the entire suite, and it comes with a bundle with dies. And I'll show you the dies and the stamp set. The dies are in that room in there, Jennifer. I'll show you the dies in just a minute. I was just using them earlier, so I'll show you some of the samples that I've done. First, here's the stamp set, the Art Gallery stamp set. And I have done this card. This is one of the Fine Art Gallery classes that I'll be doing a class to go with the Art Gallery suite. And this is one, I don't know if you can tell how it will stand up like that. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but it has a beautiful specialty. It's not really vellum, it's an acetate, specialty acetate paper that goes with the suite. It's called Golden Garden Designer Specialty Acetate, and that's what this gold layer is. And then I will show you the other designer series papers This is the first time that I know of that Stampin' Up! Has ever done a designer series paper that has a coordinating acetate that goes over it. So I'll show you those, and then I'll go ahead and show you the dies. Here's the beautiful dies cut out one of the papers that I'll show you in just a moment. It'll cut out a couple of those, and it'll cut out the stamp set. This stamp right here will cut out, and then this cuts out this flower. This is not shown at 100% on the front, but it will, of the stamp set, it cuts out the flowers and the bouquet, and then the greetings all fit in one of these two little scallop dies, which is what I used on this card right here. Alrighty. So that is one of that's the dies in the paper. And I have, you can see the magic that this works. The paper itself is absolutely beautiful. A Stampin' Up! Artist painted this on canvas, and then they photographed it and then made paper out of it. How awesome is that? Don't you love it? Then you take the golden designer acetate paper and lay it over the top, and you get this incredible, I don't know if you can see that well or not on, I'll try to turn it where the light catches it a little bit without getting too much glare. But you can cut that up into several different card fronts, or you can do, I'll show you the sample that I did. I'm working on this, and if you're interested in a class on this, please let me know. But I have not finished this card. I worked until about 10 o'clock last night on the cards instead of finishing my prep for this because I fell in love with playing with this suite. But I haven't put a greeting on it, but here's what I came up with. And this is actually one of these flowers. I used these layering square dies. This is an easel card. Hello, it's an art gallery suite. It's on an easel. It just sits up like that. It'll lay flat like this, and then it will set up on the easel. I used one of the specialty garden papers that I'll show you in a moment, and I cut out a frame, like I said, with the layering squares dies, and you cut both papers at once. I cut them separately, and that was not easy. I'll just tell you right now. So I probably will add a greeting to this, but if this is, I used the, let's see, the painted texture 3D embossing folder is what I did there. And this totally changes, like I said, you change the personality. This is how I did I cut out a square of the designer series paper and cut out the square of the acetate that coordinates with it. I used some of our foam adhesive strips. This is another one of those things, Charlotte, another adhesive like you would use on a shaker card. But I wanted to get that shadowed effect of the gold on the paper. So that's how I did it, was putting the foam adhesive strips there, and then I just used a glue dot to put the frame. Now I'm going to show you, we talked about changing the personality earlier. I'm going to show you how that looks with the Mossy Meadow instead of the Poppy Parade background. See, it is still absolutely gorgeous, and it would still work on the same type of easel frame. You can see. So that's how that works. If y'all are interested in that class, let me know. I will be doing that soon. I'll be posting all the details, and I'll have a price just for the class, and then I will have a price if you add the bundle. You'll get special extra goodies with it. So how fun is that? I look forward to playing with this more and showing y'all this card, and I will be posting details on my blog also. I'll go ahead and finish showing you the other papers that we have. This is the reverse side of that paper, and then the next sheet, this is another of the gorgeous sheets they're all painted by the Stampin' Up! Artist. And then this one shows you the gold overlay on top of that, which you could use with it or without it. But I don't know why you'd want to do it without it if you can do it with it. More is more in my book. Yeah, sometimes I like simple, but this, to me, is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and this is the reverse side of it. It's kind of painted like on a canvas. Then we have another floral pattern that has a lot more blues than the others did. And this is a reverse of it that has pool party. And then we have this sheet with the roses, or they look like roses to me, and that's the reverse of it. And then we have a sheet that I'll show you a sample of that I'm not finished with that card, but I will show you what I'm working on, and that's going to be part of my class also. And here's the reverse side of that paper. Okay, I was looking through my past samples and found a card that I wanted to use with this paper, and this is how this one opens. And I'm not sure of what this is, even what the name of it is, and I stuck this down a moment ago and obviously didn't really try to straighten out the card first because I was on the air in about 2 minutes. So this is how it will work, and then of course I'll have greetings on it. This was my card. Some of y'all will recognize this from years ago. This is one that I did. So this is kind of the theme. I would use a piece of cardstock in the middle and then an embellishment on the front, probably die cut one of these flowers and put it on the front and then have an inside to here. But I just thought that was a beautiful way to use that paper. If you have a paper that you just have to like both sides of the paper together. Sometimes you like both sides of the paper, but they don't necessarily work together. But I thought this one worked really well that way. So if y'all are interested in that card and that class, let me know. And the last, let's see, the last sheet, I don't have a full sheet here of the golden designer specialty paper, but this is the third version. You've seen both of the other two, and this is the one that I used on both of the other cards that I showed you. So it would just be a full sheet of this. Okay, and then we have a beautiful gold ribbon that comes with that suite that I will be using on a different card. Just don't have it yet. Okay, we're ready for the next one. Let's see what we're doing next. We are, all right, let's see. We've got mini messages bundle, and this one really looked interesting to me. We had an on-stage meeting with our Stampin' Up people earlier this year, or last year. And this was one that was introduced, and I really didn't realize initially how it worked. But you actually stamp with the stamp set. This has a ton of great messages, from congratulations, anniversary, birthday, encouragement, thank you, just about everything you could have for messages in a bundle. And the messages are all on one die, I mean one big stamp, and I have not mounted it yet and put all of the greetings on there on the back because I wanted to show y'all a video of how to do that on the Stamparatus. But you will stamp all of those, one big stamp, and then you cut them out all at one time with the die. It's kind of hard to see exactly what I mean, but you can, that way if you stamp a lot of them in black and a lot of them in red and several of them in blue and just cut them all out, then you can make a little pile or make a little box and keep them in, and then you'll have them to make greetings, to add greetings to your card whenever you need a quick card. You already have a bunch of greetings set. So I thought that was a great idea. I've not seen that on a regular greeting die. We had it once on a Christmas die a while back. All right, and then I want to move on to my next page, and that is using the Enjoy the Moment stamp set. That is on page 59 of the catalog. The stamp set, it has a lot of different uses. I mean, you can use it as a really neutral, or it really works well, I think, for masculine projects. You can use colors, you can use neutrals. And this is one option that I came up with that you'll also see on a paper pumpkin video that I did on Facebook. I haven't figured out how to download those where you can get to it from my blog yet, or watch it on YouTube. So I'm working on that, but once I get that figured out, I'll let y'all know. And there's that one. And then we're going to move on to, we've got one more bundle that I wanted to show you, and that is the Oval Occasions bundle. That is a stamp set and a punch, and that's $33.25 for both. And it has a cute little stamp to welcome a new baby, or a little treat, thank you, sweet friend, a little bit of Easter looking one, so lucky to know you. There's so many things with happy birthday, hugs and kisses, time to celebrate. You could use this for a lot of different occasions. So this is that stamp set, and then the punch, it will do the double. I don't have one. I don't have a sample of this, sorry. But Judy Walton loaned me her stamp set and punch to show you. So I think that is all the samples I have to show you for the catalog. So just a reminder, if you want to get a copy of the catalog, this is again our January to June mini catalog for 2021, and this will go all the way through June, and it has an index in the back. It has all the folders, the stamp sets. This is filled with ideas just like our stamp set is. Oh, we missed one bundle. Hang on, I'll go back to that. Hang on, this is one Jennifer's really proud of. She just brought this over and had completed this. This is from our Handsomely Suited suite, or Well Suited suite, that is on page 66 and 67 of the mini catalog. And it comes with the suite is $66 and has the stamp set and dies, and it has some twine that goes with it and a designer series paper bundle. So it is beautiful. You can tell how many masculine cards you can do with it, but then you can switch it around and make it feminine too. So it's been a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of these on Pinterest also and YouTube, and I'll show you those. Jennifer did a beautiful job on this, making that feminine card. Isn't that gorgeous? This is from the texture folder from the Ornate Garden suite, and it also uses the paper that is in this designer series paper pack. I'll show you the handsomely suited stamp set and the dies. And here are the dies. So you can see you can cut out lapels and ties and bow ties and pockets and pocket squares and buttons and do all kinds of fun things. And I'll show you the designer series paper pack for this. This is the designer series paper that goes with it. Here I'll show you both sides. Here, there's that one. Whoop. There's the other side of it. We've got the gray pinstripe and the blue, that's Pacific Point, I believe, and smoky slate or basic gray in here. And then it's got, what is the other color that's in there? Poppy Parade, Night of Navy. Oh, and some Cajun Craze. I wasn't seeing Cajun Craze. There's you some gray. So you can see how many fun masculine shirts and everything you could make out of this. Isn't that a fun suite? Especially with the little paisley. That is really pretty. So that is the Handsomely Suited suite with the dies and stamp set. And it coordinates very well with the designer series paper too, that is in the neutrals pack. We've got a neutrals pack of paper here. I won't take them all out, but I'll just flip through. That works well with that suit too. The dies would cut out really pretty shirts and ties and all that with that suit too. And for a greeting set, you could use the best year with it. That coordinates very well. That's what, let's see, nope, that's not what's on here, but it would be a beautiful set with it. To the world, let's see if we've got that on the inside. A happy birthday to you. We've got wishing you your best year yet. So Jennifer coordinated the paper on the front, which I love to do too. Good job, Jennifer. Put that in here and then put wishing you your best year yet on from the best year stamp set. So that coordinates very well with it too. And that is also in this catalog, in the mini catalog. Okay, well, I don't know if anybody else has any other questions. Let's see, do we have any questions? Did anybody have any comments before we sign off? I appreciate you coming, and sorry about the rocky start. Dang, I had been practicing and practicing, and then it was so rushed trying to get ready for this that I forgot what I was doing. So I appreciate that. Let me turn you back up, and I'll see if I can do a better job of going back to me to say goodbye than I did to turn it down. Just a sec. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Well, sorry, we have the door open back there. Y'all can kind of see through, but that's okay. Hopefully we haven't made too big of a mess. This was a lot of a lot of goodies to spread out. I really appreciate Jennifer helping me get everything ready and handing me stuff as we went through. So I hope y'all have enjoyed it, and I hope you've gotten something out of seeing the catalog, the new January to June mini and the Celebration catalog. If you don't have one already and you don't have a demonstrator, I'll be happy to send you one. Just, you can email me at kelly@createwithkelley.com, and Kelly is spelled K-E-L-L-E-Y. And I hope you'll go and subscribe to my blog at createwithkelley.com, and that way you'll get notifications when I'm posting new classes and all. I'm just really working on trying to get all that done. And I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives on Wednesday evenings. So sometimes it'll be a class, sometimes it'll be introducing a class, sometimes it'll just be making one card out of a class. You just never know. It's going to be fun. If y'all will tune in and please share, and I will draw some names real quick from those of you who are here. Actually, you know, I think there's only 8 of you, everybody who joined live is going to get a door prize. So I will be getting those to you. I have plenty, so I'm going to do that. I just looked, and it looks like, yeah, about 8 or so of you have done that. And the one of you who shared, we're going to see who that is. You get a double prize. Susan, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. And y'all, please do remember to share and let folks know who are crafty that I would love to be their demonstrator and have them join some of our in-person and online classes. All right, thank you. I will sign off. I appreciate you coming and enjoying Create with Kelley, and please join the Create with Kelley crew. Fun times ahead. Thanks. Bye-bye.